Hello there, guys, and welcome to Daily Updates. A sad day for Jacob Zuma and the supporters of the MK party, as the Concourt has declared that Jacob Zuma will not be eligible to stand for elections as the president of the MK party or even go to parliament due to his conviction of 12 months. So the Concourt is saying that Zuma has to wait for 5 years before he can come back and contest for election as the head of the MK party. Please listen to this judgment.
Was convicted of an offence and sentenced to more than 12 months imprisonment for the purposes of Section 47(1)(e) of the Constitution, and is accordingly not eligible to be a member of and not qualified to stand for election to the National Assembly until 5 years have elapsed since the completion of his sentence. In the result, the following order is made. The applicant is granted leave to appeal directly to this court. It is declared that Mr. Zuma was convicted of an offence and sentenced to more than 12-month imprisonment for purposes of Section 47(1)(e) of the Constitution, and is accordingly not eligible to be a member of and not qualified to stand for election to the National Assembly until 5 years have elapsed since the completion of his sentence. The order of the Electoral Court is set aside and replaced with the following, and I quote, "The appeal is dismissed," close quotes. The counter-application is dismissed. There is no order as to cost in this court. I hand down the judgment.
So basically what happened is that Jacob Zuma's fight to come back as the president or even go to parliament to represent the MK party has just been halted for the next 5 years. If he wants to be the president, it means he's going to have to wait for 5 years before he can come back and contest. By that time, probably Cyril Ramaphosa would have been done with his term and will no longer be active in politics. If you look, Zuma has been winning court cases from January, beating the ANC, and finally, the IEC, their case been taken to Concourt. They finally defeated Jacob Zuma. If the ANC or any other party were scared of Jacob Zuma, it seems like they have finally won, and they will be looking who will be leading the MK party since Jacob Zuma will not be eligible to do so. One wonders because Jabulani Khumalo is no longer the leader of the MK party. He's even expelled. So who will be next online to push that crowd and say that vote for us? It is a very complex situation because a lot of people really believed in Jacob Zuma being that man to push for those votes so that they can challenge ANC when going to the votes. Now, since the Concourt says, Zuma, stay on the side, let people do their job, you have a 12 months conviction, and then you can wait for 5 years, it is going to be very, very interesting because Zuma can try and say that I am not really accepting this judgment because it is flawed. But at the end of the day, we are just 9 days away from elections. What does Zuma do? What are the remedies? Because at the end of the day, there has to be a leader on that ballot paper to go to parliament who will be leading the MK party. If it's not Zuma, someone must be on the chair to be able to lead MK party. A very successful campaign that was done on Saturday by the MK party, and you would have expected Jacob Zuma to be that man to lead them as he has shown on Saturday, but it seems like the Concourt is really rejecting Zuma and want him to stand aside so that the real guns can fight on the 29th of May. What is going to be the outcome? What is going to be the response from the MK party? That we wait to see. But one thing I know, something will be happening this week. They will have to say something. They will have to respond to the judgment because this is very serious. Just few days away from voting, they cannot really expect to deal with such issues. They have to make sure that they are not in their way of going to elections.
Oh, indlela esihambayo, oh, indlela esihamba, oh, indlela esihambayo, oh, indlela esihamba. Washu Mandela kubalandeli bakhe wathi sohlangana nge-freedom washu Mandela kubalandeli bakhe wathi sohlangana nge-freedom uhinde bendlela esihambayo uhinde bendlela esihamba uhinde bendlela esihambayo uhinde bendlela esihamba washu Mandela kubalandeli bakhe wathi sohlangana nge-freedom hinde bendlela esihambayo hinde bendlela esihamba hinde bendlela esihambayo hinde bendlela esihamba